So let's talk today about a question that I get asked so often over the years. Why is it that my body is still feeling achy or I don't feel great all the time, even though I've been making healthier choices? Seems pretty simple, right? We think that when we make a healthy choice, we get the result immediately. And sometimes we do, okay? But this question has come up a lot over the years. And I wanted to take some time to talk to you about it because I think it's a really important thing to realize so that way you can assess to see exactly what's going on. Now, I will say that if you have any doubt of anything that you are going through right now, feeling, do contact your healthcare professional because I hope that you have someone or a group of healthcare professionals that are working with you, that you're actually working together, that you can team up with, that are going to be all for getting you healthier and living your best life. And so if you have any doubt, be sure to consult your healthcare professional. But let me explain this to you. This question has come up because, for example, I had a patient recently that for maybe the last 10 to 15 years, she was not sleeping well. She had bad hygiene. And what I mean by that, bad sleep hygiene, is that the fact that she was going to bed very late, being on her computer until the time that she went to bed. So that blue light, the screen time was really interfering with her ability to rest. She was eating before she went to bed. She had very irregular times. There were a whole slew of things that she had just gotten into a habit of doing. And she realized that she was basically living her student college life continuously for the rest of the next 10 years. But then she got a wake-up call. And her wake-up call was that she was really in a state of insomnia for about 2 weeks straight. This was unheard of. She had traveled and she had come back to her home country and she was really suffering. Nothing was helping. Nothing. No vitamins, no supplements, no medication, sleep medication. Nothing was helping. And she realized at that point, I've got to do something different. So what she did is she started slowly and she started changing one thing at a time. First, it was decreasing her screen time before she went to bed. 3 hours before she went to sleep, no screen time. That seemed to help a little bit. And then it was making sure that she wasn't staying up late, that she was actually going to bed every single night at the same time and waking up at the same time. And slowly what started happening is that she was getting much more sleep. She invested some money into a Fitbit or into I think it was a ring actually that she had. I don't know which ring it was, but it was one of those rings that monitors your heart rate and your sleeping and your quality of your sleep. And then she started to realize that she was sleeping better. Now, the first couple of weeks that this was happening on a consistent basis, she was feeling fantastic. And then there was a lot of stress at her work and she had a lot of deadlines. So she was not able to keep very rigidly to this new schedule, but she was trying still. But she started feeling very poorly. Now, there were other things that she started, incorporating with healthy eating and taking some vitamins on a regular basis and drinking more water and doing some other things. However, she came to me and she said to me, she's like, I don't understand why it is that I'm feeling so terrible, even though I'm making these healthier choices. And it's a valid question. But really, if you think about it, just take a step back from it, whatever you may be going through. And in her case, it was with the sleeping and she just really had more brain fog and she couldn't concentrate and she wasn't feeling that great. If you think about, if you've been doing something for 10 years straight and you have conditioned your body and your mind to think a certain way and to do, things in a certain way, it's going to take some time. And I'm not going to say that it's going to take 10 years to unwind whatever has been done. However, it does take some time and you're going to have the ups and downs. It is normal. It would be fantastic if we could just flip a switch and say, okay, this is it. My problem solved. Done. But it's not that easy. We are creatures of habit and we have to condition ourselves. We have to take step by step. This is why I encourage, and you've heard me say, I encourage you to take small steps. Take small steps first, so that way you can build upon the habits, creating habits and a lifestyle for you. Your habits do create your lifestyle eventually, and it becomes a no-brainer and it becomes a way of life for you. And this is what it takes. This is why we have setbacks. This is why maybe your body is feeling aches and pains. And sometimes it's kind of going down in a dip and then it's coming back up and it's going down in a dip. And then you're feeling a lot better. Stay the course. Have encouragement, have the inspiration and motivation. Let that motivate you. It's the same thing with our mindset, even in the way that we think with self-confidence, or if we're overcoming fear, whatever it may be. It takes consistency and it takes time. Does it ever mean that we won't feel fear again or that we won't lack confidence? Absolutely not. But what it does do is that when we are faced with that, we learn new coping mechanisms, coping skills, and tools in order to be able to get over that hump. So I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, again, if you are dealing with any kind of situation right now that you have concern of, go see your healthcare professional. And I hope that you will be able to find more answers and that you have somebody good that you can work with that will help you figure out the answers of what can better help you get on a healthier track. But also, I will also want you to really realize that don't be so hard on yourself. Take it step by step and know that the road to being healthier and living better and feeling better in life is one step at a time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast and definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And until next time.